All right, let's do this. We're gonna do pro view only if we can. B1 Lee Sin I think is pretty losing in general. He can't really be flexed into jungle anymore. Because he has issues with his stats. So when you flex him into the jungle, he has lower base levels, and then also when he's inside of the jungle, he gets no points in E. But having 1 point on E mean that he's missing significantly. He's missing a significant amount of damage. So having him in jungle is just way worse, pretty much all around. Okay, TSM are going full Sin to win with Renekton and Rumble. Now this isn't really a response to what CLG's doing. I find this to be very strange. Also, I'm very confused that Ziggs isn't being hovered or picked. Okay, Lucian gets picked up. Lucian is winning into lane Lee Sin. Well, yeah, Lucian's winning into pretty much everything. So, okay, so we have Varus and Lucian. Leona's a really bad pick. It's just a random, like, blind aggro pick. It gives over a lot of power to the enemy team because now enemy team has, blind counter pick bot. Enemy team's not going to really think too deeply. They're just going to go Kai'Sa Alistar for no reason. Oh, okay, maybe Pantheon's getting picked here. Obviously, Kai'Sa's a really dog champion. I don't think she has any business being picked at all. So, okay, it's going to be Kai'Sa Alistar for TSM. I think TSM's draft is really in the gutter. I think CLG could maybe actually, let's see. Okay, so now you know that Lee Sin is solo lane. I guess you just choose, set Spanned away. I guess you just choose, GP is probably fine in a spot like this. But I'm not sure if Finn will actually find it. Mundo is not super... Okay, so here's the thing about Mundo. I think Mundo's potency... So you guys have heard me and Nemesis really say that Mundo is really bad. The fact that like Mundo is being picked as much as he is one of those champions that like if he loses, he's not gonna... All right, so God, how do I describe this? If you lose the game with Mundo, it's not gonna look like it's Mundo's fault. If you win the game, Mundo's gonna seem untouchable. Because if your whole team is ahead, then they can't worry about Mundo. Mundo's not going to do anything. Mundo, however, himself will not win you a losing game. Oh yeah, I said pro view only. Okay, let's go into pro view here. Okay. Pobelter is I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, he gets to press the attack. Pobelter should have moved in. Once Lee throws the Q, Pobelter should move in. There's no reason for him to be as far back as he is right now. Yeah, he's standing really far back. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. He's going to get level 2. He should stop autoing right now. Okay. All right. That's really good by him. PowerOfEvil. So the boring thing about this lane is that there's not a whole lot for Lee to do. It's a little bit easier for him to play in mid, but that's pretty much it. He is going to miss that minion, which is a little bit sad, but not the end of the world. Okay. Pobelter is going to do the crash to do nothing. He is going to find Rumble in doing so. Yeah, he is going to find Rumble. And you can see that PoE comes back with... Can I lower audio? Okay. He comes back with W. Alright. Pobelter not really doing a great job, but does have Lee at about half. Pobelter should stand on top of the cannon right now. I don't know why he's so far back. He should stand on top of the cannon. Yeah, he would be able to space into him, or Lee wouldn't be able to do this. There's no reason for Pobelter to be so far back. He should be standing on top of the cannon. He's not doing it. Just playing very, very, very afraid. There's no way for Rumble to be here right now. Okay, Pobelter's wasting a lot of time. Q's 1 minion. He should have just crashed this wave. He could have identified this as 1, and this would have been 2. He could have looked for a free reset. What he's probably going to do now is he's going to try to go for some chip damage onto the plate. This isn't really that impactful because you know that Rumble at this point is on the left-hand side, so you're probably going to be ending up playing right pocket as a means just to stay safe because we know that Pobelter's jungler's on the right-hand side. So okay, he's gonna put a second point in E. So one of the things that you can do on Lee Sin right now is you can go 2 points into E, and then I believe from there you put 3 points into W in order to have lane sustain against the Lucian, or just any bully in general. And then I believe that you start maxing Q. So I think that it's just 2 points in E is the magic number now, and now after this you start maxing W for lane sustain against the Lucian. So we'll see if this ends up happening. Pobelter's playing his lane really poorly. Again, there's not a lot of thought process. He's just going like super even. Now, one of the things that is happening is he's just trying to accrue a CS advantage That's literally it. But there's a lot of other larger advantages that you can get if you just do really good lane manipulation relative to minion waves that get spawned out of the Nexus, you know, when factoring in your recall timer and then how long it takes you. So, for instance, like Pobelter, what is he going to achieve here? He's going to do the same thing again. He's going to play really reserved in center. Power of Evil, we're sitting. We're totally fine. This is really fine for us. And Pobelter, I mean, he's full mana all the time. This really reminds me of Jensen's Janna Pro view from last week. So, there's... okay, now he's going to look for a random reset. And so the end sequence is 33 to 40. Now, had Pobelter done an intelligent recall, he probably could have locked Lee Sin into the lane, and then he could have came back with something maybe like a call, or he could have came back with like 2 longswords. He would have had a lot more combat power, and then by staying in the lane longer than this, like maybe playing until like 70 or something CS, then you would be able to have a much better recall over your opponent. Whereas now, because of Lee Sin's wave clear speed, what's going to actually end up happening here is they're having roughly the same amount of gold when you factor in the in-game timer. So when you factor in the in-game timer, Lee Sin resets it roughly the same amount of gold as Lucian, and then as a byproduct of getting to reset it roughly the same amount of gold as Lucian, Lee Sin's actually in a better, Lee Sin's in an even position against Lucian, but an even position against Lucian means that inherently Lee Sin's winning. Lee Sin's also managed to recall without needing to teleport, and now Lucian has TP'd. So that's a nice kill by Huni. Gets a solo bolo onto the Mundo, but we can see that Speaker was moving up there. That was definitely yeah, I don't know. That was really weird. Yeah, Lee somehow has an advantage. It's just unholy how poorly Pobelter's playing. Pobelter's playing like he knows that he's getting paid 6 figures a year, and he just doesn't want to look bad in the game. I honestly don't know. It's really bizarre. If you're gonna select Lucian and Champ Select, you should probably not play it. Okay, Power of Evil can freeze. Yep. Okay, this is really good by him. And so the thing is that it's actually probably a lot better to watch the lane through the lens of Pobelter than it is to watch through Power of Evil. Unfortunately, we just clicked Power of Evil. The reason that I say that isn't it has nothing to do with Power of Evil, like as a person or as a player, but Lee Sin just has no autonomy in the matchup, right? It's all about Lucian and what Lucian wants to do. Now, Lee Sin does sort of have a tipping point because his base damages are really high. So you can see what Power of Evil's doing. He's hovering left pocket. This is basically his safest area. And then he's just trying to apply a little bit of spacing pressure, I guess, against Pobelter. Now, Pobelter kind of does have to respect it because you can see that Rumble is in Fog of War. Rumble is level 6. So and any like really fast gap close, Lee Sin kick, anything along those lines is just obviously going to be good. So pretty good. This is probably one of the weakest laning phase Lucians I've ever seen. And trust me, I've seen auto-filled support mains, in Korea play Lucian. So this is definitely a sight to behold. All right, well. Okay. So an ally's been slain again. So right now CLG actually has the advantage. Now the thing here is that you see the way that TSM drafted, right? We see the camera control, we see everything that they're looking for. They're doing a rotation here to Herald. Now early on, TSM's champions are base-wise stronger than the opponents. Rumble is way stronger than Diana. He's cracked out of his mind as a champion. Lee Sin is much stronger than Lucian at this current point in the game. Leona, I would argue, is stronger than Nautilus, but Varus, Varus is better than Kai'Sa. Knockup goes on to Smoothie. Smoothie can't make up his mind. Somehow misses all of his abilities on the Leona. Broxa is going to die there. Goes for the ultimate on Power of Evil. Doesn't actually matter. Lee Sin a little bit too tanky. And this is just an example of CLG not really knowing what they want to do or what they're even attempting to do. It's just very random. Not totally sure. Now, Finn is getting a lot of plates down in bottom. So if you see what Finn was getting down in bottom, the question that you have to ask yourself is, why are you trying to go for the Herald? Because basically, you look at the EXP and the gold that Herald ends up giving, you factor in the gold that it comes back over to you and whatnot, and then you just calculate what Finn's getting down in bot lane, and you would reach the conclusion that it doesn't make any sense to go for the Herald. So you can see that no timers actually are being timed here, which is this is very interesting, right? You notice that there's nothing that's actually being timed by TSM. Doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it's something that you can point out as being absent. Is this Corporate Mundo? It's looking like Sanch. Oh my lord. All right, Lee should freeze. All right, I don't know what he's doing. He should have just froze. There's no reason to shove out unless he's looking for another recall. But if he was looking for another recall, then what he would have done is he would have walked up, he would have warded this brush, stood here, and then went to CS the wave. If Mundo comes out of this brush, then you W backwards, you run away. So that would be the way to play that. You can see the way that he's doing it right now, but the only reason he's doing this right now is because he has backup coming from right behind him. So it actually seems like he doesn't want to get a recall before the dragon, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to get a recall off before the dragon, and then fight it anyway. If you just do everything a lot faster. Now, it looks like PowerOfEvil is going to go back over to the wave. Nope, he's going to come back over to the dragon. It's not bad to come over to the dragon and get this. This is definitely not bad. He can, he can just get a little bit of juice here, a little bit of EXP. He's going to clear out the ward. Now it looks like he's going to rotate into mid lane. All right, here we go. Okay, so Lucian actually gets a kill onto Alistar. Now, the thing is yet again, this is really akin to watching Spica's pro view, if you guys remember. I likened that to being, put into a casket and then buried alive while the oxygen runs out. And we're sort of feeling it from TSM's perspective here, too. You look at a lot of their champions, PowerOfEvil's on Lee Sin. Time is sort of, like, moving pretty slowly in terms of this game. Now, they do have the dragon, which is really good for them. They do have that mountain drake. But the entirety of the team composition just kind of feels really bad. Anathema's chains are completed on Mundo. CLG does outscale TSM, so it is still a pretty scary thing. For the gold to be as even as it is kind of good for TSM at this point in the game, because it should have been assumed that CLG would have been ahead of TSM from the early game, but unfortunately, they don't actually have a Lucian, so that's not really happening. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how the remainder of this game is actually just going to play out. Okay, so the dragon is actually coming up. Is it Cloud? Oh, it's Cloud. I can see the thing. Okay, so actually what CLG is doing is pretty bad here. They shouldn't rotate for the Cloud dragon. They should have opted into ensuring that they got all of their jungle camps, maybe got the Rift Herald, and then continue to freeze up in top lane, if TSM are going to opt into just getting and rotating everyone over to the Cloud. However, Varus does steal it, so, you win some, you lose some. Lee Sin looking for an engage here. Renekton goes in as well. Lee Sin is going to get deleted right away, and it does seem like TSM Sin to win team composition is getting completely fucking pulverized because it requires it being ahead of the opposing team comp, but they have no ways to actually do so due to the nature of all of the lanes. So, maybe Bjergsen's able to see this one in hindsight. Who knows? But anyways, CLG now, winning the dragon does also grant them 5 more minutes of security inside of the game, 5 more minutes of guaranteed scaling. And yeah, it just looks like, Mundo's literally done fuck all nothing this entire game, and CLG are in a fantastic spot. So it is actually looking like CLG are probably going to win this game. We do have a pause. They're probably wondering why they drafted the way that they did, given that they had 0 winning lanes, and their entire team comp was, contingent on getting ahead of the opponents. So unfortunately there, we do have a little bit of a pause right now. How's the ping pong match today? Well, honestly, the ping pong match is doing exquisite. Okay. What am I seeing from this challenger? No. Okay. So he could ward hop over the wall. He could just W over, take the blast cone back down, but it looks like they want to rotate. Now, see, he needs to recall here before the dragon. He needed to recall. So he needed to either recall over doing that, or he needed to recall right now and just use his TP, because 1,600 gold in the bank for the dragon. This is not good. This is absolutely not good. And you can tell that they're probably getting lost in the moments. I wonder if their comms are really messy. Oh, there's a teleport coming in from behind. Renekton is onto the back line, and that was a great equalizer by Spica. That is an awful culling. That is a super terrible culling, but Renekton's still unable to really do anything, but Finn is in there on Spica, and this is what I was talking about when Mundo is just able to be totally even, and CLG are just getting completely fisted because their team composition fucking sucks. And who could have said that from the draft select? Certainly not us. So there's a lot of things I wish I could, contextualize better this game, such as, the desperation from TSM that's evident, I think, on, a subconscious level by how often they're trying to group and make plays on side lanes. I think that's a really difficult thing to, put into phrasing for, a tweet or even, a post-game thread, and I think it's not something that's, super readily apparent. I think it gives a lot of insight into actually how the players are thinking inside of the game, because they're opting for such desperate tactics so early on in the game, which should actually give you a lot of insight to how bad the team composition is. Yeah, I did a tweet. I said even though Janna was in mid lane and nothing happened, it still didn't matter. TSM wasn't able to win. So why am I still pro viewing? Because I just said I would do pure pro view today. I wanted people to join me in the masochism. You know, this is what I wanted. I wanted us to feel what it's like to be, you know, like specifically in this game, we're actually we're buried alive. Like, this is terrible. Can you imagine how it feels to be Lee Sin in this game? Like, look it, just choke me. Oh my god, just choke me. Oh my lord. Okay, well actually that was really good by PowerOfEvil, but I think he's still gonna die. Yeah. Okay, but he does get pole belter. Okay, wait, this is actually, hold on. CLG are inting! Oh, they're inting! Woo! They're inting! Oh my god, I told you. Oh my lord, I told you if you just choke each other, you win. Oh, that was really close. That was really close. Wow. That was so Spica's really low, but I think they can do it, right? They can do it because Riftmaker, yeah. This is actually insane. Dude, Pobelter just literally turbo into, can they actually, wait, can they do it? I mean, Smite's almost up. Smite is almost up. They can do it. They can do it. Okay. This is a good tweet, guys. I think I did curse them. Guys, I do think that I cursed them, maybe. This is a thing. Execute. Oh! I'm gonna get a drink. BRB. So okay, maybe if I keep talking like, you know, like this, maybe there's a chance. Ult cooldown is more valuable. Well, okay, well that's scary. All right, PowerOfEvil. Oh, he's looking for a kick, but you can't kick Mundo. But hold on, Smoothie. Apparently the tankest champion in the game on the Leona misses the solar flare. Can they get on to Huni? Huni goes into the Guardian Angel. Looks like PowerOfEvil looking for something to save him. 5 seconds on the flash. Not going to be able to get there, but Huni does get tagged. Not going to get tagged by the arrow. That's not Legolas, but they are running towards their demise. PowerOfEvil is oh my lord. Oh, wait, what? Wait. I think... What? Well, hold on. Dude, they are turbo outfighting. They are literally turbo outfighting. They are turbo outfighting CLG. No! Died to Janna! No! Oh! Oh, Smoothie's dead. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay! Oh, my lord! Oh, but Varus. Oh my god. And Dustblade. Oh my god. And oh my god. No, dude. Dude, the team gap here is actually so gross. This is such a gross discrepancy in player skill. It is so large, man. Oh my lord. Oh, Mundo hit him. No. Spica kill him. No, dude. No, Spica. Oh my god. Oh, Baron's gone. The EXP must be so brutal. I mean, everyone's almost 18, though, so it's not... Oh, but they got Spica. Oh, that sucks. Okay. That really sucks. That really sucks. Ziggs versus Varus. Eventually, Ziggs takes over Varus. So Varus has some potency against him, like, early on, but eventually gets taken over. So, Chris only beat Ziggs in lane, which is not actually beating him, because doesn't have to win lane in order to be valuable because it's just turbo broken. Yeah, Xerath finally is becoming popular, which is really good. Yeah. Ezreal's okay. Ezreal's like one of your options, but I would argue that Ziggs has a lot more artillery. Oh, it's a massive draft issue. Yeah. I would go over this VOD with literally any pro player, and I would be really surprised if anyone would ever say that this is not like a huge draft gap. This draft difference is just so fucking gigantic. Yeah, Lee can't really do anything. Well, that was nice. TSM type GG in all chat. That was very mannered by them. That was good. That was good.